What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing you a little sort of guide video. This is going to be like some basic stuff on skills and things I used while leveling up my archer. Almost said ranger. Archer. This isn't going to be a full skill breakdown, and that's a separate video that I do have planned, just kind of covering all the skills and what they do, both what we have available, awakening and non, and then probably after they actually have the awakening quests in game, so that we can get like all of the skills that we want out of awakening and stuff. Then we'll do like kind of a breakdown what skills you're actually going to use. But for this one, we're not really going to get in depth on like every single skill. Just want to talk about how I leveled up. You can see I'm 55 up almost to 56 here. I only planned on really getting to 55 for the rewards, and would just wait until the following week to keep going from there. So you can kind of get an idea. And if you haven't started your archer, this is probably helpful. If you've already done it, you maybe passed me or whatever the case may be, then this might not be super helpful for you, but maybe you just want to hear how I did it. So first thing was I wanted inventory space, so I just did main story quest so I could have some amount of space up here, 63 slots from here. I did it up until actually the part where it took me to Hex Sanctuary. And with the double XP on, I didn't really need to grind anything at all to do it. The level was fairly consistent, actually a little above what I needed to be in most areas. And then once I got to the Hex Sanctuary area, I think it was like 51-ish, maybe 51 and change or something like that, once I got to this part in the quest. And from here, I decided to just go ahead and do some grinding. My reasoning for doing that, you could continue with the story quest and just keep on going. My reasoning for that is that with Archer coming out, I still need to be able to do my enhancement streams, so I do need to make some money and some scrolls and things like that. Farming Hex Sanctuary is not completely terrible, since you can get a decent amount of ancient relics per hour that you're there, and also you'll get, you know, some witch earring drops that definitely do actually help. So your silver power is not completely terrible, even though I'm grinding on a new character. So that's why I decided to just kind of stop and go with that, was mostly just so that I'd be prepped for the stream this weekend, so that we could get some money together for enhancing. As far as skills, so when you first get your archer going, you kind of do what you would always do on any new character, which is just click the button and it kills everything for a long time. You off the bat, you do get one skill that I kind of used early on and then later didn't, is the it's out of the not that one. That one you get later, but you start off with level 1. This guy right here, shift right mouse button in awakening, and it kind of charges up. Sort of useless the way that it is there, but you can actually animation cancel it, along with a lot of other skills too. You can animation cancel it off your dash, so you can just like that. You do your shift and dash, and then just tap your, well, when it's not on cooldown, tap the right mouse button. You don't have to hold shift or anything. Just tap it. It'll instantly use the skill. The aiming for it, yeah, it's a little bit tricky. You can see that it's straight missed there. You kind of have to be thinking about like aiming it at the target, because it doesn't really auto aim it for you like most other skills will. So you have to be kind of straight on it, and it shoots that projectile kind of straight down, but it doesn't have a super wide pathway for it. So it's really easy. I'll show you what I'll miss on this one. Oh, no, I didn't. But if you're not thinking about turning your camera when you're doing the dash for that right mouse button click, you can miss the mobs like really easily without trying. So just be aware of that. You want to kind of think ahead. So that skill's available at level 1. Again, level 1 and up for a long time. You're just going to hold your side dash, and you can just left click, and you're going to kill everything in one hit for a long time. Especially if you got the Asula set. That was free for the pre-creation. If you didn't, I'm sure you moved over whatever accessories that you had to your archer, at least while you're leveling them. So yeah, this is going to kill everything for a long time. If you want to get fancy, you can do an anti-cancel, right mouse button, whatever, and just run with that. Very simple. You'll level up very quickly. When things start to get a little interesting for you, once you find that you're not at a point where you can just left mouse button dash click everything, which is a while, because you can do that to a ton of mobs, when you actually need to kill some, the skill I found myself most using was called Radiant Explosion, I believe. This guy right here. So you get this at level 27, I think was the first one. I wrote this down. 25, sorry. You get it at 25. The skill is actually unlocked at level 25, which you should be able to get at 25 just, you know, clicking, whatever. This skill is really nice because now you're able to take out groups pretty quickly, and this was probably my go-to skill pretty much always. So boom, everything dies, and that's that. At level 5, you do get that skill also, by the way. If you're in unawakened mode, you can still shift left mouse button, and it'll move you into awakening mode as well. So that's something to think about. It's a Black Spirit skill. You can see the Black Spirit animation from it there. And yeah, that's that. So I use that skill mostly. A lot of other players are talking about their Shift E, because you do get it at level 5, which does this right here in Awakening. So you can see the range on it is actually ridiculous. It can hit very far from there. You can just straight up spam it if you want to. The only thing is like it's kind of slow for me. Like the animation's slow, and for me when I'm leveling, killing stuff, whatever, I want to be quick and just, you know, let's get going. Let's fly through the mobs fast. I don't want to be sitting here spamming E's like Shift E. And it's also not exact. So like, see that skeleton bro that's coming at me? Like it just now hits him. You have to kind of pay attention to where the 5 or 6 arrows are aimed at, because they won't actually hit the. It's not guaranteed that they're going to hit him. It's not like a wide area. It's just straight where those arrows go. So if they're not in that zone, then it won't hit them at all. So for the most part, I just did shift left mouse button to clear out any large amounts of the mobs that were there while you're doing it. Then you also have, that's pretty much what I did. That's like the gist of it from there. The dash, cancel, right mouse button deal, shift left mouse button. You do have access to some decent pre-awakening skills that will work for leveling. Keep in mind, there are a ton of other skills that are going to be great for other instances, but we're just talking about leveling in this video alone. So a lot of times when you have single target, you have Meteor Strike, which is a spacebar in certain situations. And then you also have this other guy called, I think it's Piercing Thrust. So this is Awakening main. This guy, Piercing Cry, sorry. Piercing Cry right here. It's got super armor and the damage on it is based on whatever your spirit arrow level is at. And then your other guy, Meteor Dive or Meteor Drive, Meteor something or other is in here somewhere. Right here, there we go. Meteor Dive. So this is spacebar during certain situations. This one's pretty common for a lot of people. Oh, you knocked me down. So if you have a single target, you can just left mouse click and then spacebar. It'll switch you to unawakened mode so that you do that spirit Meteor Dive thing right away. And you can pretty much just spam. You'll see the cooldown pop up. You can left mouse click, do this, do your diddly thing backwards, spacebar again, do the diddly thing backwards, spacebar again. You see what I'm saying? So you could do this a lot on single targets, or for instance, if like, let's say you did your shift left mouse button, took everything out, and then it's on cooldown for a couple seconds, you know, you could just clean up a couple of mobs or whatever you want to do till your thing's back off cooldown, and then spam that again. And that's pretty much it. And then, like I said, you're not going to want to shift left mouse button single targets, so you could just give you a little left click and a spacebar and just spam the crap out of it. It uses stamina, not your mana. Only the shift left mouse button uses it. And just do that. And then once it's off cooldown, boom, give them a shift left mouse button and everything dies. And that's literally it. As far as like weapons, I did move my mains gear over while leveling it, so it does have good accessories, or decent accessories I should say, not good, for it. I didn't use the Asula, but the weapons are just trash. Like this was from the quest thing, whatever. This is from the quest thing, and this was a turn-in from literally here. You turn in like 300 of these things, and you can get out of Calpheon an offensive, accuracy, or defensive offhand. So I just got the offensive one after using whatever I picked up around the way. I mean, you guys know, if you've ever leveled a character before, this isn't super complex. It's very easy to do from there. So yeah, those are the skills I used leveling. Super quick and really efficient. I have no idea what that sound that just played was, but that was pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty much all I did to level it. As far as from here, I'm going to probably just continue grinding because I need to make money for Saturday's stream. So I'll probably just keep grinding Hex Sanctuary since it's efficient for this character at any rate, and it's not terrible. I grinded like 3 hours today and I got 7 witches earrings, which is pretty lucky. I think I usually get around 1 hour, let's say 1.5 an hour, something like that. But it's not bad. It'll get the job done so that we can do our enhancing stream on Saturday too. And then from there, I'll finish doing the quests. And I'm not going to aggressively level, at least until the rewards come out that you get. You get them at 15, 25, 35, 45, and then 55 being the last one. The 19th, the December 19th next update is when the 56, 57, and 58 rewards will be released as well. So I'll continue pushing from that. The last thing I wanted to mention before I end the video, there was some confusion about the tag system. Okay, so this is the tag here, and you do, like I said originally in yesterday's video, you have to be in the same city to set up the tag. You can see I had set up my witch here. So the thing was that they were claiming in the patch notes that the level cap stops at 50 until you complete your PvP quest, and then from there it goes up to 59 and not 59.99% or whatever. You actually don't have to do the PvP quest. Some of the guys in the comments from yesterday's video were mentioning that, and I also did mention in yesterday's video that I was watching a streamer do it, and they literally clicked the thing and it did level them past 50. So I tried it myself today. I've done 0 quests on my witch, like at all. I've done none whatsoever, and she went to 50 when I clicked on the skill XP swap over, and it just worked. But I'm just gonna go ahead and click the button so you guys can see it if you haven't done it already. Just to recap it, you need to be in the same city as your archer for it, and then once you're on your archer and you're in the same city, you can click this. You'll be able to highlight the one. You have to be logged in your archer. You'll be able to highlight the one that's in the same city, and then you click it. So then you just grind up as usual. You can completely ignore when you need to hit level 50. You do not have to do the story quest whatsoever. Guaranteed, for sure, you do not have to do it. I went to 50 without doing it, and it worked just fine. And then you open, when you want to gain the XP, you just open up the little tag menu thing here, hit get XP, and it'll give me all of the experience from whatever I've leveled on my archer. So you can see I just went from 50 to 55. And again, I did not do any of the quests whatsoever, so there was no level 50 quest required. And this will work from what the notes said, up to 59, 99%, in, up to 59. So you can do that, keep pushing another character. If you want to get multiple characters up to 56 while you're going to be grinding your archer, you can do that. However you want to treat it. Personally, I'm going to get this character to 56, and then I may take some of my characters that are like 57, 58 or whatever and push them up into the upper 59s. In the meantime, not really sure, maybe I'll try another lower character, but I don't really feel like re-rolling. Anyways, so just want to give you guys some quick tips on how I leveled, and if you haven't leveled your archer yet, maybe that helped you. If it did, drop a like. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to the channel so you can catch our updates. We've been updating like crazy lately, and you definitely don't want to miss Saturday's drunk enhancing stream that's coming up, so make sure you follow the Twitch page, which is linked in the description below, if you are not already a follower. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this video, guys. If you want to see the full archer skill video, that is going to be coming out later this week. I'm still working on it a little bit, and then we'll have a full-fledged like what skills are good and stuff, PvP versus PvE and all that, once the awakening and everything is, the awakening quests are available and all that. Anyhow, that's it for this video, everybody. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.